wind has been here forever, and people have been using it to make life better from the beginning. From boats to pumps, electrical generators, and more. Today, you too will learn how to understand and harness the wind.
In this lesson, you'll see some middle school and high school students completing an engineering challenge building a wind turbine. Wind turbines and windmills, such as you see designed here, can be used to harness the energy of the wind to help do work. We'll begin this lesson by stepping outdoors to make observations of the wind. Scientists and engineers alike utilize what they learn from their observations from nature. We'll begin by preparing a journal page and collecting observations utilizing our senses. Let's prepare a journal page so we can collect observations and questions regarding evidence of wind outdoors. Our evidence and observations may include 4 of our 5 senses. Using our eyes, our ears, our sense of touch, and even our sense of smell. Careful and close observation comes from noticing the little things and having patience in our observations, waiting for evidence of the wind and how it interacts with different aspects of our natural environment. Evidence can also be collected by making observations of man-made objects that are being put in motion by the wind. Evidence can be collected close to the ground or high up in the air. Challenge yourself to observe non-traditional materials that can also provide information about the strength and presence of the wind. Evidence we collect can help us produce questions regarding the wind. These flags can be used to help us estimate the speed of the wind today. The evidence collected using these flags can be incorporated into our observations, and help from the Beaufort scale, we can estimate the speed of the wind. Our observations of the flag and the interaction of the wind with these grasses may lead us to estimate the wind may be at level 5 on the Beaufort scale. Observations such as ripples on water and the interaction of wind in the tree branches can help us determine and estimate the speed and power of the wind. Windmills of different sizes and styles have been designed over the years to harness the energy of the wind. Let's take part in an activity where we design our own wind turbine. Let's begin by preparing our journal. Our challenge is to utilize the wind generated by a hairdryer to lift a weight of 10 grams 1 meter within 1 minute. String and a dowel, along with a variety of recyclable materials, can be utilized to design your very own windmill. As you begin designing your windmill, make sure to document your materials and a drawing of your design in your journal. This engineering team of an 8th grader and 10th grader designed this windmill and began their testing of their design. This 6th grade engineer utilized different materials and documented their information within their journal before they began running their tests. Both engineering groups found out that through testing, they needed to modify their design. They documented the changes they made in their journals and then retested. The changes made to this design helped this engineer design a windmill that was able to lift more than the 10 grams within a 60-second time period. The results they collected were added to their journal page. Design changes made by the other engineering team resulted in a windmill that was able to lift over 69 grams of weight within 1 minute. The two different engineering teams utilized different materials to design windmills that were able to successfully complete this challenge, and they documented the results in their journals. Recall the original challenge was to lift 10 grams of weight in 1 meter in 1 minute. Once the challenge has been met, try adding additional weights, maybe using fishing weights. Add that to your design of simple materials to design your own windmill. Your windmill may have different numbers of blades, may be of different sizes, may have a different inspiration. That inspiration may come from your evidence and observations and questions you collect while observing the wind outdoors. The observations you collect while observing natural objects outdoors, utilizing multiple senses, may provide inspiration for you to design your very own windmill. These natural objects, and also man-made objects, may help us determine what materials can be used to produce a windmill that can capture the energy from the wind. So take what you know and what you have learned from your observations, find some materials at home, and take on this challenge to build your very own windmill.